Hi all, Sarah Traub here. Thanks for coming back to my channel and joining me today for this video. I wanted to show the Silhouette Alta and Alta Plus users out there an alternative I use for my platform for my 3D prints. So this is the acrylic platform that came with my machine, and for me, I've noticed that mine has a top and a bottom, so maybe yours doesn't. I'm not saying they're all like this, but the way the acrylic was cut, it's kind of at a slant for me, and it fits best with the slanted diagonal, like little edge pointing a certain direction for me. And so the wider part goes at the top in my machine. I don't know if yours is that way, if you've noticed, or if yours is cut even, but that's how my acrylic plate seemed to be. Now, this is the platform tape that comes with the machines, and I had purchased extra, and I kind of wrestle with these a little bit. They suggest putting a little bit of a glue stick on this platform tape, and then you stick it on there, and it basically feels about like a masking tape, like the tan masking tape. But when I go to remove my prints from it, I rip it like every time, so they only last me like one use each, and that was just starting to add up for me a little bit. I was ordering lots of these little packs, and I just decided I wanted to try something different. I had been recommended to me to try these Overture, you have to see mine's been through the ring-girded patch jobs there. This Overture Build Plate. So this right here is what it is, and I had just, it's adhesive on the back. So I was going to show you just how I go about using these, but since I've started using these Overture Build Plates on here, they're really thin. You can see that doesn't really add. I still do recalibrate my machine, but it doesn't really add any thickness like at all on there. But I get the smoothest bottoms on my print, and I'm able to remove these off there. My first time I used this one, I removed a print while it was still hot and accidentally tore it. So make sure that you don't do as I did. You learn from my mistakes, and you do not remove your print until it cools off. So that was my mistake, but I was able to patch it. When I cut this out, I had saved the outlining piece, and I was able to cut some little patches with an X-Acto knife and stick them in there. So I did save it, but those little squares on my patch job were showing up on the bottom of my prints, and I didn't want it to do that. So anyway, when you purchase your mat, you're just going to take it and flip it over, and whichever side that you are going to use on your, whichever side you're going to stick it to, you're just going to line this up. And I like to have the little Overture wording kind of centered in mine. That's a preference. You can do it however you want. And I just take a Sharpie, hold it still. And this doesn't work fantastic, but it gets the job done. The Sharpie's kind of light on this. Go around again. There. Okay, and then I'm just going to lift it up, and I'm just going to cut out the shape, and I'll do that real quick. My handy dandy Teresa Collins scissors. I love those. So this just cuts with scissors, as you can see. I'm just going to take my time. I may go a little slow, but I'd rather go a little slow and get it right than go too fast and mess it up. And I actually got a 5-pack of these mats this time. So, but I have done, on the last one I did, gosh, probably 15 prints on it, and I'd only messed up that one because I removed it when it was hot. So those last. I've not had to keep reusing those, and I just noticed like my prints just turn out really nice. It sticks well to it. I do not have to use, someone asked me the other day if I had to use the glue stick with this still, and no, I did not have to use glue stick with this still. it just sticks right to these mats. The print does. So no need to add the glue stick. So mine is actually still a little bit of sticky left over from the last one, but it's not sticking up or anything, so I think it'll be okay. I'll line this up on here and see how that looks. That looks good. I'll probably have a little overhang on the bottom, and I'll just go back and trim that up with an X-Acto knife along the edge. So I'm just going to take the build plate piece here, line it up just a little bit better. All right, there we go. Stuck that down good. And then there is some areas you can see, like right here. I can do one of two things. I can come back in with my X-Acto knife, or I can even come back in with my scissors along this edge. One, your print isn't going to go all the way out to that edge anyway, but I do like to keep it cleaned up. So there you can see that I got a nice smooth edge on there now. And that just fits right into your machine as normal. So that is how you cut and apply one of the Overture 3D printing platforms. Thanks, hope that helps. Bye.